Yeah, they have their meetings are same time. So their board meetings are right after their,
Yeah, we meet at 1:30, we meet at noon, yeah.
no, but then we have the 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's fine before, COVID.
Crystal, I hope that, I'm assuming you made packets for everybody for the regular board meeting, so I didn't have to copy the 78 pages.
Okay, we are recording whenever you're ready.
All right. Committee will come to order. If you'll please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Larson, if you will please call the roll.
Member Dobrow? Member Repa?
Here.
Member Jersey?
Here.
Member Schultz? Member Francisco?
Here.
Chair Haley?
Present.
We have a quorum.
All right, we got a quorum. Next up is the approval of the minutes.
Motion to approve.
No minutes were provided for this meeting. They were approved at the last full board meeting because it was a joint meeting.
Okay, so we don't need to table
Yep.
it? Okay, moving forward. For public comments, is there anyone from the public that wishes to make any comments that is not on the agenda? Hearing none, public comments are now closed. Number 6, the 2022/2023 FY budget report. I'm assuming everyone has read over the weekend with the lengthy report that we presented that's going to be made public to be displayed for the public to be viewing, and it's going to be given to the board members as well. It's very lengthy and somewhat boring, but it shows that,
But I thought it was a very accurate reflection of the work we did.
yes, it is. And it goes into a full set of what we're suggesting to move forward here. And I'm thankful to hear that the board is thinking of moving in the same direction that we're going to be proposing as well. Is there any questions or comments?
One comment of note for the committee that you haven't received yet, the discussion happened literally yesterday. There's a $20,000 grant that the township has been awarded for this fiscal year. So there is one minor adjustment to the town fund, $20,000 receipt for grants, and then $20,000 as a capital expenditure also under grants in the town fund. It's a net zero change, but it's there to reflect that ability to spend that accurately.
Was this part of the outdoor?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, thank you.
And the important thing is for this budget is we're going to be revenue neutral here, because I wanted to make sure that we were being very clear up front with people that this is the revenue that we have to play with here. And as much as I would love to give staff $1 million, unfortunately, we don't have that. And this will be reflected upon what we have to work with. So without any further ado, would Clerk Larson please call the roll for the approval of the budget report?
Member Dobrow? Member Repa?
Aye.
Member Jersey?
Aye.
Member Francisco?
Aye.
Member Schultz? Chair Haley?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next up is the 2022-2023 committee update. It's been my understanding that we sent out within the last few weeks a press release for the public to know that we have 2 vacancies. Well, currently 1, and the second one that's coming up by the end of this month. Former Chair Adam Solano and Barbara Jersey, who will be stepping down by the end of, I believe it's the end of this month, correct?
Yes, May 31st. May 31st.
Oh, the end of next month, excuse me. And we've sent that out for the public to be looking at through Facebook, and I believe with the Daily Herald as well. Do we have any updates in regards to that?
I have received 0 applications at this point. I think Supervisor Bauman has also put something out about this on her Facebook feed.
Yeah, I think there's a couple people that are waiting to see also what happens with the village, or kind of making their final decision.
Right, so the Village of Grays Lake currently has a vacancy for trustee. There are, I understand, a number of applicants for that, so I'm sure there's people who are
Only
waiting
10.
for that as well.
Yeah.
Only 10. Only 10.
Not that we're not prime choice, but.
I I would be recommending for the committee that, because by the end of May, as I understand it, my chairmanship is going to be technically over with. Perhaps by June or July, we should reconvene to be deciding who will be chair and vice chair of the committee. And then if we have any applicants coming in at that time, we can just sit down and make things happen from there as well.
I'm going to continue a push towards going to some meetings that I've been invited to speak. I'll do a push.
Okay. But yeah, that would be kind of my recommendation here, because realistically, I don't see the finance committee reconvening until probably about September or October of this year to be going through some of the numbers that we're going to be dealing with for the next financial year that's coming up. Or something else that should be coming up within our attention at that time frame too, but at least that's what I'm looking at the moment.
I agree that we do need to have a meeting in the summer to put our ducks in a row so that we can get to business when we need to get to business.
Right, so I would just pencil in probably by July at the latest, probably after the 4th of July weekend. We'll probably reconvene after then, if not sooner, assuming if we don't have any applicants filing in beforehand.
So we're thinking about like six meetings a year, probably, maybe a couple more, so closer
It'll
to.
about 6 to 8
6 to 8
meetings,
meetings a year, okay.
similar to what we've had this
Maybe
previous,
less, yeah,
because we had less than 10 meetings
yeah,
altogether.
6 to 8, I would say.
I think July 12th is the scheduled next meeting for the town, if it's approved tonight,
Okay.
but that would be the natural next date in July.
Does anyone have any objections over that? Okay, not hearing any, we'll pencil that in for the moment for July 12th, unless if we need to rearrange things, but that's what we'll just set it as for right now. All right, is there any comments or questions in regards to that? Hearing none. Is there any addendas to the agenda? Excuse me. This is what happens when you can't drink coffee anymore. You can't read things clearly. Anyway, is there any addendas to the agendas? Hearing none. Without any further ado, do I have a motion for an adjournment for the finance meeting?
Motion?
Motion by Francisco,
I'll second.
second by Ripa. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? It's in the opinion of the chair that the ayes have it, and the motion is agreed to. We are now officially adjourned. I always wanted to do that.
And you get to do it like you're the
Hopefully you can do it twice.